Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video I'm going to describe my immigration experience at Toronto Pearson International Airport. I recently arrived in November 2022 and I'm going to share the details with you. Before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe right now. So guys, I arrived from India through AI 187 New Delhi to Toronto direct flight, and after we landed, um, after some connection gate and other things, we were allowed to deplane. So after deplaning from the aircraft, Toronto Pearson Airport has well signed directions that you can follow towards the immigration. It's gonna take some time because the distance is more, but you have automated walkers and other facilities. They do have bogey facilities too if you want, but I did not have any such disability, so I just walked, and also I used escalator, what do you call, automated walkers at some places. So when I reached at the immigration counter, there were a lot of people. Like there's a queue that gets inside, and then some officers there disperse the queue into some other sections, and all of these lead to a kisok area. Okay, now let me give you some information. A few years back, till 2019, because in 2019 I had to go through that. What used to happen when you travel internationally to Canada, you used to get a custom declaration card, a paper based form or card, whatever you say, where you put your information, your co traveler's information, and all other custom declaration, like if you are carrying some food, some meat, fish, or anything like that, some prohibited items, anything like that. And then you answer those questions, you sign, and then you give it to the immigration officers, and then they used to ask you questions and then determine if you are allowed to enter the country, if you are gonna be paying some duty or penalty, whatever. Okay, that's how they used to do. Now the process has changed, so they still do this, like they still ask you these questions, but in the digital format. So how they do it at the kisok. In kisok, first you scan your travel documents, your passport, permanent resident card, whatever, and then you answer your questions. Okay, and then once these questions are asked, you get the printed receipt that you go to the counter. But here is a catch: you have an opportunity to reduce this kisok processing time. You can answer this question beforehand, and you can do this through ARRIVECAN app. Like ARRIVECAN app is no longer mandatory because COVID restrictions have been lifted, but still the app is highly useful when you travel to Canada because it does give you an opportunity to reduce your kisok waiting time. Like what I had done before I arrived in Canada, because I was packing all my bags on my own, and I knew what's inside the bag. So I filled the questionnaire. I also described that I was carrying some food items, and when it comes to custom declaration, I have always told you guys that be honest, because it's better to pay duty than penalty. You don't want any action against you, right? You don't want uh, something entered in their system that you have tried to evade the duty system, right? So I honestly declared that I was carrying food. So what happened, like I put my passport, okay, the passport scanned, and then uh, it took my picture, and because I had already entered my custom questions beforehand, it gave me the option to either go to next section by confirming it, or if you want to make any changes, you have. So even after you make any changes on even after you submit custom declaration on your ARRIVECAN app, you still had the opportunity to review and change your answers if you want. But I was sure of my answers, so I just clicked on confirm. It printed a receipt, and I went to the counter. And then at the counter, the custom official asked that what food I had to declare, because I have selected yes for food. So I told that I was carrying these items, homemade and all. So when I said homemade in India, she asked, okay, tell me the ingredients. So I was sure about some ingredient, I said, but and she was okay. She wrote something on that receipt: do not throw your receipt. Okay, This receipt you get at the KISOC, it's really important, and without this you may have a lot of difficulty going out of the customs, because at the end, after you collect your baggage, you are going to give that receipt to the custom. So this receipt was given to me. I gave to the immigration officer. She wrote something, and then I was allowed to exit. Near the exit area, you find another officer. The job of that officer is to check that receipt, and then they can direct you to collect your baggage or to the secondary immigration officer section. The secondary immigration officer section, they basically direct people, those who come to collect something, like students, those who have to collect their study permits, work permit holders for work permits, and for any other, even cities, some citizens and permanent residents are also directed towards them for some secondary questions. But I had not to go through these things, so I was just allowed. I went down. Now once I went down, that was like a war room. Why collecting baggage was like a war kind of situation? This was because we got an announcement that luggage is coming on belt 11 and 12. I said, wow, how could a single person keep an eye on both the belts when both of them are surrounded by people? And worse of that, when I reached there, what I found, that a pile of luggage was already brought down by the employees, and it was on floor from belt 11. So I scrambled to find if my bag was among them. I did not, and other people were also trying to do the same. Then then after I stood there for few minutes, I thought now I should try my luck on 12. Luckily this helped me. After I went on look at 12, after 10 minutes my first bag came, but there was no indication of the second bag. So I was still looking here and there, here and there. Luckily from a distance I saw, oh, it's rotating on that belt 11. I ran as fast as I could. I collected that bag. Oh my god, the war was over. I collected a trolley, put the bags. While exiting, I handed over the sheet, that receipt, to the immigration or to the custom officer, and I was done. And at the then I went to get a taxi. That's it. So the process was done. So as I said, guys, like, in order to summarize, you may have a difficulty in finding your baggage if it comes on two different fields, and my personal suggestion, because it really helped me, is to fill the questionnaires beforehand if you want to save your time at those automated kiosks. It really helps. Went there and I was through. So now, so we'll meet. So I'll provide you more details as they appear, and I hope you're gonna like this video. So thanks for watching this, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.